Good day, Western Hills Cougars. This is Mr. Cook with World Geography. So your assignment for today is to make a mental map of Africa and complete some map task questions. We'll identify the physical features that define Africa as a region by drawing maps and using maps to answer geographic questions. You will draw a map of Africa from prior knowledge, answer 10 questions about Africa using various types of maps, and create a map of Africa incorporating new understandings from the map questions. Make sure you have filled out the daily attendance form, and our first task has you making a mental map of Africa. So you need to click on the African Physical Geography. It should be over here on the right with your name on it. When you do so, your first thing is to draw a map of Africa in the space below. Add a compass rose to your map, showing where north, south, east, and west are. And if you can, label and put these physical features and or map features onto the map of Africa if you can. If you don't know where they are, that is perfectly fine. Okay, so when you draw, you need to go into, click into the box. You need to go to Insert, Drawing, New. In order to get a line that lets you kind of have curves and everything, you need to click on the select line and scribble. And so you need to then draw what you think Africa looks like. Okay. Then it asked me to do a compass rose, so I do a compass rose and anything that I knew about Africa. If that's what I think Africa looks like, that's perfectly fine. If you don't really know what Africa looks like based on your own knowledge, that's fine too. This is just what do you come in with the class knowing about the shape of Africa. And then when you're done, you hit save and close, and it will put it in the box. Okay. The second task, the next thing for you to do is to answer these 10 questions. And you can see I already gave you an example of an answer. Your answers should be in complete sentences, no more than 1 to 2 sentences. And I've also given you the question and which type of map or maps to use to answer the question. Okay, so the question is always here on the left, the type of map to use is always in the center, and your answer should go here. Now, where do you find these maps? Well, they are attached to the assignment. So when you go back to the assignment and do mapping activity PDF, open it and it will show you political, physical, climate zones, vegetation zones, population density, economic activity. Okay, and so those names are there in the center part. It says economic and political, so I need to go down to my economic, look where the answer is for the question. It's about North Africa, so what's up here? Well, I see a lot of different things, but I do see a lot of oil and natural gas. And then when I come up here, I can see what countries. They were mostly up here, so Algeria, Libya, Tunisia, and Egypt. So then my answer, the two most plentiful and valuable resources of North Africa are oil and natural gas. They seem to be concentrated in Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, and Egypt. Okay. So when you finish your 10 questions, your last step for the day is to draw a new map of Africa and include some of the ideas that you saw from the map questions. So maybe you could do some economic resources, or maybe you learned where the Sahara Desert is, or the Nile River, or the Congo River. Any of those things that you saw and learned from doing the map questions can be on your map. There is no rubric for this map. It is just, I should see a development. You should definitely be able to sketch an outline of Africa based on looking at the different maps, and you should be able to incorporate something from those maps that you saw. Okay, especially the ones that you saw repeatedly, like physical features or countries maybe. Okay, so the second map should be more advanced, should have some more depth of knowledge than what you started with. Okay. So that is what you are doing for the mental maps of Africa and map task questions. Okay.